what's going on, guys? So today we got another Marvel Rivals Reddit video. So today we're gonna be talking about season 5. r/Marvel Rivals to Nami. He says, how do we feel about season 5 so far? And so we're just gonna kind of go through, see everyone's thoughts on this season so far, see if I agree, see if I don't agree. Me personally, I've actually enjoyed the season a lot. I think the placements have been good, have been a good addition to the game. Gambit's been sick. But yeah, anyways, let's just get right into it. Everyone make sure to follow or subscribe, like the video, and everyone go check out my Twitch. I'm gonna start streaming more, so check it out. It's Plato, and on Twitch, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, let's go. So we got Wild Remote here saying, me and my friends were talking about it yesterday, and we think it's probably the most fun season so far. Gambit has been a great addition, and all the buffs have revitalized the fun. I do think it is one of the more fun seasons so far. I also really liked last season with Daredevil, and I think that was probably the most balanced season in my opinion last season. But this season's not bad. The buffs I think were interesting. They gave the one buff that I absolutely hate, is Magneto. There's too many shields in this game right now. They give him 2 more bubbles, or they give him I guess they're not like new bubbles, but he can actually use both of the bubbles at once. It's so stupid. It's so annoying. I absolutely hate that. They need to change that. But overall, I think this is probably one of the best seasons so far. Gambit, like he's talking about, great addition. I think he's probably like top 3 characters that they've added since the launch of the game. So that's a W. But low key, like, I've really enjoyed it so far. Placement matches have been a welcoming addition so far, so yeah, I kind of agree. Not with the most fun season so far, because that's probably last season, but low-key, it's very good. This guy said probably the easiest season to climb. Every time you have a skill issue, just go Rocket triple support. Went on a 7-game win streak from Diamond 2 to GM today using this strategy. I think once people realize how broken many of these easy characters are, we will see them climbing to new peaks. Placements are a W, they just need to increase the loss penalty. I do agree with the last part. Placement matches are so much better. I still do see a little bit of a tragedy in matchmaking, in my opinion. Of course, your experiences might be different, but yeah, I think the placements are good. The matchmaking still isn't the greatest, but I think they've worked on it a little bit. Easy season to climb, I wouldn't say that, no. I think it was definitely easier without the place matches. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, like, it was pretty easy to get to like GM/Celestial in the other seasons. I don't know how easy it's gonna be this season. Obviously, this season just came out, so we're gonna have to wait and see. But I don't think it's the easiest season to climb, even remotely. And he also talks about Rocket triple support. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Next we got Burnt Crusty Toast. Good name. He says, this season brought the fun back to the game for me. Seasons 3.0 to 4.5 were miserable and not fun to tank or support. So in 4.5 I literally only played DPS. All the roles are fun again, the game's fun again. Each character aside from 1 or 2 feels great. I agree with that. I love all the changes made to tanks and supports. And even better people are playing those roles again instead of every game being 5 insta-lock DPS. Gambit is so much fun, so is Daredevil, who isn't overpowered as people think. Kind of agree with that. Hela is the only character I care to ban. She just gets so much value for simply having half good aim. But genuinely, I hope the devs keep this direction. This season's been so much fun. I agree. Let's just dissect this one by one. So he says, this season brought the fun back to the game. Season 3.0 to 4.5 were miserable and not fun to tank or support. I think it was always fun to tank. I don't know about support, because they just didn't add any supports in my opinion. On literally only DPS, that's low-key kind of what I did. I played a lot of Rocket last season, but like, honestly, it just wasn't as fun. I think it's still fun to tank. I don't know what you're talking about there. Thing wasn't the greatest in like last season, but season 3.0 to like season 4 Thing, some of the most fun that you can play as that you can have as a tank, in my opinion. All the roles are fun again, the game's fun again, each character aside from 1 or 2 feels great. Low key, absolutely agree. 100% agree. Each character aside from 1 or 2 feels great. 1 or 2 would probably be like. You could even argue that Black Widow is actually really good this season because of that one healing team up. So yeah, I actually agree. I love all the changes made to tanks and supports. I think some of the tanks do more damage to tanks, like the thing. I don't like all the changes made to Magneto, like I already said. I think he did not need a buff even remotely, and now he's got a crazy good fucking team up, so that's ridiculous. Even better, people are playing those roles again instead of every game being in 5 in select DPS. I also saw that. I also saw that. But yeah, a lot of people are just installing Gambit and then kind of not really healing too much, which is kind of the big problem I've having with some Gambits this season. I know that Gambit is definitely a more DPS centered support, but again, you still got to heal. So I don't know. He does do some crazy damage and there's some crazy combos with him, so I respect it. Gambit is so much fun, so is Daredevil, who isn't overpowered as people think. Gambit is so good. Gambit is so fun, and so is Daredevil. I've been saying that since last season. Daredevil is so good. Daredevil's probably my favorite character that they've added. Because he's so fun. He isn't really that overpowered as people think. Like, yeah, he's probably ban worthy, but he's not as overpowered as people think. I agree with that. Hela's the only character I care to ban. Hela is a very good ban, I can't lie. Just because she's just insane and you take off the Namor team up. I think Emma's a pretty good ban this season as well. I've seen a few Gambit bans, but I don't really think that's that crazy. I like to have a Gambit on my team. But generally hope that devs keep this direction. This season's been so much fun, for real. And I think that I think that Rogue, if I'm not wrong, is going to be a tank. So we'll see how that goes. Looks like they're going to go in the same direction. Maybe stay off the DPS for a little bit. And just add a few tanks and healers, hopefully. Last but not least, we have Dry Increase here. He says rank still sucks. I think he's half right. Low key. I think rank does still kind of suck. But I think it is definitely better. I'm still getting some terrible, tragic matchmaking. I'm getting some EOMM demons in my fucking games. But yeah, I think the placements were definitely a welcoming addition that they've added. I really do enjoy it. I think it's way better right now than it was in the last few seasons. The rank decrease wasn't too crazy. I think it's gonna be good. I don't know. I think the rank is definitely better. And I think they're doing some more actual rewards for playing ranked this season. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. That's gonna be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Check out my Twitch. I would greatly appreciate it. It's gonna be in the description, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.